Dog, what is going on with my Roblox today? I just crashed, like, entirely. Like, it just... Everything just crashed. Bro, I was literally in the middle of, like, my craziest rant yet. Yeah, fuck off, man. Let's see if the game tester server is open. Now I gotta, like... This is really annoying. Like, really annoying, bro. Like the alcohol. I never encountered this. My Streamlabs just crashed. My Roblox crashed. Could I wipe? If I wiped, okay. No, I couldn't see you. I saw my silhouette. I know I can make it work. When I wake up, alone. I just break out my phone. Is it? What is going on, bro? Bro, my computer's like actually like losing it. Like something's going on, bro. Like it's not even, my Google Chrome is like lagging, bro. Now I have to get everybody back to watching the stream. Like what is going on, my nigga? Bro. It's like pissing me off, bro. I just want to... Oh, did it... What is going on? My music even stopped, bro. Yeah, I'll check Task Manager in a second. Hold on. Yeah, my memory's at... Okay, let me... My memory's at fucking 82%. My Google Chrome says 42. Alright, let me kill my Google Chrome real quick. I'll be right back. Y'all can probably still see the stream, right? Yeah, my memory got better. Alright, now I'm ready to get the fuck up out of here. Oh, it's like a 3-minute cooldown. Give me a sec, y'all. All that work, bro. I was literally in the middle of my shits, bro. It's annoying too, bro, because then like everyone has to like come back to the stream over time, bro. Alright, found it. It's like really annoying. Can you just not kill this thing? I thought you can kill if you had like Storm, right? Alright, go live. Hopefully my stream should still be running up, right? Yeah, it's running up. Alright. What happened? Beats me. Yeah, thanks for the 2 Australian, bro. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I really wish... maybe I'll ask if they can have, like, an option to opt in. Because I don't mind spawning in front of the diver castle every time. I know people are, like, who have bad rep. I get it. But, like, it's so fucking annoying having to go all the way back. It's really, 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 really annoying. Yeah, my flow got messed up. They literally killed my flow. I still got it, but it's just, like... Man, I had like 750 viewers. I was going. You know, I was going. You know, going stupid. Whatever. Let me get my. We'll just like. I'll just show you what I mean. Right. Yeah, so just really annoying that I have to go in. Alright, let's keep moving. They'll come back? Yeah, I know, but it's just like annoying. Alright, so I'm gonna show you guys what I mean, right? Got your ass re-enlisted. Forgotten Gladius. Markers, Inheritor. What else they got? And like a Pelmori, right? I wonder if any of them has like Flamekeeper Cestus or anything like that. Or like a Tonto. That'd be cool. I had a dream where you were fighting in a war and posted a clip compilation of you sniping dudes. It's a wild dream. I had a wild dream. Actually, not really wild, but interesting dream. Days Aga? You mean like sniping people? Like, you know, you said fighting in a war. That means I was actually like killing people. That's crazy. Thanks for the 5 though. Why didn't I have no idea why it ended. It's whatever. I'll continue rambling on my point. This game riding niggas fake. Got a couple M's hiding in the safe. Imagination turn a Honda in the race. I was doing 80 on it in the state, trying to make it back before my class started. Country nigga never seen a passport till I popped off and got a bad for it. Now I'm at the dark. Alright. Let's get the music, right? Bam! Layer 2 2.0. Let's just say this was it, right? So I already made my point about how like, oh yeah, my fucking thing. I don't have the, no, I have the image, right? So for example, right, the idea was, to quickly recap, they need to increase the difficulty so that, and difficulty as in like floor 1 mainly, because I know people, floor 2, some people still think floor 2 is really difficult, right? I understand that. Floor 1 mainly with RNG and things that keep you on your toes, things that can happen, things that can occur to make it more interesting. Like for example, the boundary area, the Malfethron closing, and then you having to actually go back and do another path while having to deal with the boundaries, like you kind of trapped, right? I think it'd be a really interesting idea. It would also be really interesting, for example, right? Let's just say I got the key, right? I got the key. I don't even know if they could do this, but let's just say I got the key, right? And instead it says the shrine door glows with an ominous aura. Use it. It goes Rory, and then it budges. The key does not respond, or the door does not respond to key. You're like, wait, what the fuck? The key doesn't what? So yes, you gotta go another way. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go another way, and like, let's just say the way you go is like this. You're like, what? It doesn't respond to the what? So yeah, find another way around, right? Let's just say you gotta find another way around, and I think it'd be much cooler if you're like, okay, gotta find another way around. You know, something that maybe could occur. It doesn't have to occur every time. I'm just saying, like, there's a chance that it could occur, right? Let's just say instead, you have to make your way to the top, which you can do. You can make your way to the top using this. And look, I think this is really cool. Like, okay, so I gotta go above. Ah, I see. So since the door doesn't budge, now I can go above it, right? And then make my way over, right? Oh, okay. Right, since the door wasn't budging before, now I can go above. Oh, I get it. What? It just ragdolls you. If you try and go above, it's like they really want you to only go that one way, and I get it, but like, you see what I'm saying, right? It's like, oh, you know, like, okay, so instead of me, maybe I can do the key this time. Maybe instead, so like maybe runs where you have to do the key, or runs where you don't have to do the key. Maybe it could be both. It could be one or the other. Maybe they could have runs where you can choose to go up or choose to get the key. Or runs where like all the branches are broke I don't know, maybe the wind pushed it too hard. Or an option where there's only the branches and the door doesn't budge. Easy example, bro. Just like mixing it up a little bit, bro. But I know speedrunners would be like, bro. Right? So now, instead, you see how like all the rest of layer 2 is here? Okay, so for this one, I could go up and around. Or maybe even if the branches were broken, if you have enough mobility, right? Let's say you're Felinor with fucking the little jump, right? You can jump up and climb above instead of having the branches there and having an invisible wall that doesn't let you... Like, look, literally. Really? Come on, man. Now I'm just, like, locked here until I have to... Now I'm just locked here. I'm literally just locked here. Right? You see what I'm saying? So every time you do layer 2, you have to do the door, right? But you see why I'm saying, but why? Sounds interesting, but why? Just so there could be like a little bit more diversity in how runs are. I'm just giving like a basic example, right? It's not the most interesting example, but it's a way I can convey what I'm talking about, right? Because like what if there is an occurrence where like for whatever reason the key is like, wait, you go through it, you and your friends drew it, it's like it doesn't work, bro. Find another. You figure that you have to find another way to go around. I think that'd be super interesting, and maybe, right? I'm just like literally just spitballing ideas, right? So as you're going to the top, okay, so that means I have to use the branches to go above. Okay, so you're making way to the branches. You know what I'm saying? Maybe as you make on your way back, you have to fight something here. It's like maybe you can explain why the dude died here. I don't know. Maybe you have to fight something on your way up. You're like, okay, I gotta get my ass to the top. So I'm just giving you a visual example of what I mean. Okay, I gotta go to the top. Damn, how do I get up here? Oh, okay, let me do this. Maybe you head stack with your friends, since head stacking was never removed. You head stack with your friends up or some bullshit, I don't know. Something, right? Right, okay, now you're here. Bam! There's like a bounder here or something like that. A bounder blocking your way off. You see what I'm saying? Right. And then once you make your way to the top, maybe instead, I don't know, bro. Like you can go over there, bro, or something. Right? I feel like there's like this other part that they could clearly like use. I'm just giving an example of how, you know, it doesn't have to be the exact one way. Or maybe over here, there was like another key up there. Let's just say I grabbed the key, the second key, I don't know, maybe there's a second key, I don't know. And then you put in the second key. Now the door finally opens. I hope y'all get what I'm saying, right? I don't care if I die to the parasite, I just want to show y'all, right? I already used like 6 minutes off my light hook showing y'all, but, yeah. And so, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna kill myself so I can show you guys another part of what I'm talking about. There's this part down here. I don't know what. Is there anything down here? You know, in Rogue Lineage, if this was Rogue Lineage, there'd be like a hidden trainer like right here, like resting. They'd be like a hidden trainer like right here, like resting or some bullshit. And he'd be like, "What do you want?" You know what I'm saying? He'd be saying like this. And you would say like the first dialogue option and blah blah blah, you know. They should add some x-rays that are blocked in some runs. Yeah, exactly, right? So really the idea is just that, and they don't I mean, like, if they don't want to, it doesn't really matter, because I still love layer 2, right? I just feel like this is for more of the future runs to come, right? Because I don't mind doing floor run, because like you can do like a 4-minute like chaser if you really want to, right? You can literally get to chaser in like 4 minutes, like not even joking. If you know the skips, you can get to chaser in 4 minutes. I just think if they want to keep that, right? I just think it'd be cool if like instead of it being like, let's just say if I were to draw like a little map of everything, right? It's get the key, right? You have to get the key, open the door, get to the generator, fight Bonekeeper. You know what I'm saying? Open up generator, get to the cave, and then from the cave you can do either option A or option B of like the puzzle path and go right to chaser. Or this is then go right to Chaser. Red will be Chaser. Or you can do, you know what I'm saying, get to the Maw of Etheron, take the left path or the right path, right? And then both of them get you to Chaser. Right, that's really the options. This is really the path that we have right now, right? I'll check out the donut. My fault. Give me a sec. React to Hitler versus Darth Vader rap battle. Thanks for the 12. I'll check it out. Let me continue my rants, bro. Let me continue. Then we'll get to the reacting, bro. I appreciate the 12 Australian, though. Right. Right, as I was saying, though, right? So yeah, this is like what we usually see, right? So it's spawn, key, Bonekeeper, generator, cave. From the cave, you have puzzle path, Maw of Etheron. Both lead to Chaser. But you see how, as a whole, not a lot of different things you can do. Right? In a reimagined way, even if it's little, right? It could be the littlest things to make it a little bit more interesting. You can have key. You go above, you get another path. I don't know, second key. And then maybe, like, if you want to incorporate that, you have to do the Bonekeeper, right? You know what they could do? You do Bonekeeper. I'll show you guys something, actually. I'll show you guys something else. Thanks to the 5. Bro, y'all, that's an odd question, I ain't gonna lie. Community is at an all-time level of cope. How are we? Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Dude, Dan. Dude, every time, like, if I want to mention something about PvP or, like, difficulty, like, the community bitches, bro. Or, maybe it's not the community. Maybe it's, like, a very specific part. It's like, damn, nigga. Like, why, bro, why do y'all bitch so much? I mean, ironically, though, I'm bitching, technically. I'm bitching about something different, though. They're bitching that they don't want it to be more difficult. I'm saying, for the sake of the game, allow there to be, like, some different stuff. Low one is cleared in 13 minutes my first attempt, so hard. Yeah, like, I don't know. I get that they want people to explore, but the exploring has been... Like, you can explore, my nigga, but there's not much to explore anyway. But, point is that Light Hook is very forgiving. There's also a diver drill if you don't want to fight Chaser, you can't beat Chaser. It's very forgiving already. If they want to keep it forgiving, at least implement harder things that will fucking eat up your Light Hook. You know what I'm saying? It's just the compound of everything being super, like, you know what I'm saying? So let's just say, I think would be really interesting. And I think would be really interesting as well. Let me go up here. I think it'd be really cool if there are other paths as a whole. Like, literally straight up. Don't know how they would want to do it. But there are, like, I think it's super interesting to take a look. Let me show if I can show you guys. Right? It's like this whole other, like... There's like this whole other, like, little subsection. Like, y'all see that island in front of me? Yeah, unfortunately, there's not really much there. But I think it'd be super cool because they did add some stuff to it, right? Like the walls or whatever. This part in front of me, right? I think it'd be cool if there was something that you could go over there. Just, like, other ways to defeat something. Like, look, this part is empty, right? It's like, where the fuck did it go? Well, in reality, you can, like, dash your ass over here, right? I think it'd be super cool if they added some more things over here as well. Like, what if what if there's, like, a fucking, like... You know what'd be interesting? Like, for example, right? Let's just say there was, like, a backup generator. There's, like, yo... Like, the ignition unit can maybe speak of it. There's a backup generator, but it's, like, far back on another side of the island, right? Let's say over here, blah, 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 blah. You do the stuff. Bam, there's, like... Okay, I can't even go over there. I don't even know why there's a wind. Was there something over here I can't see? Whatever. Anyway, as I was saying, right? Let's just say over here, there's, like... another backup generator that you can bring with you, right? And instead of having to activate it, you have to bring the generator with you to do X, Y, and Z, right? You know what I'm saying? So you grab the backup generator. It's like, okay, I have the backup generator. That's cool. Then afterwards, you can like make your way back, and then y'all get my point. Y'all get my point. Y'all get my point. You make your way back. You put in the backup generator. Backup generator is going stupid. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, so they actually incorporate another little part of the island that not many people go to anyway, right? By getting the uh-oh. You hear some rumbling. What the rum? It's not the rumbling of the little generator. The generator sound effects sent some bounders your way, or bone, etc. They sent something your way. Even maybe a new monster. What is that? Are those white feathers? Woof, 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 woof. And it like slams down. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Just another path. Another idea, right? So instead, you have the backup generator, and then you have regular generator, backup generator, regular generator, backup generator, regular generator, right? You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. I'm literally just spitballing, right? Like, you pick it up. You know, like, how there's, like, heavy haul, or whatever it's called, some other shit. You pick it up, and, like, you can't, like, do a little, you know, that'd be interesting, right? You can't do the little dash, right? This is my idea. It doesn't even have to be anything crazy. It's literally like carrying a crate. You can't do the dash. You have to take it with you. And so now you don't have your dash. So if you encounter a bounder, which could be randomized a little bit more, put into other spots, now you have to, like, put the generator down and do X, Y, and Z. Maybe you have to even protect the generator, right? Protect the backup generator. Does that make sense? You know what I'm saying? Like, oh shit, put the generator down here, then you go fight the bounder, because you can't escape the bounder because you don't have your dodges, right? And you might be like, okay, Agamatsu, why would I go do this? Why do this method if the regular generator with the bone keeper is easier, right? I mean, they could always just add some incentives. Like, maybe there's something specific that you get if you do the generator, backup generator route, etc., 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 right? Because if we look at our current method, right, the current path, if you do the puzzle route, is there any real benefit to doing it? Rom told me there isn't. Rom told me there isn't any incentive to doing the backup part, right? So maybe, like, instead, if you do the backup generator part and you bring it to, there's like two things you can do. Maybe you can go and bring the backup generator to motherfucking Ignition Union. You know what I'm saying? Open up the door. And you give it to the Ignition Union. Be like, yo, there was another generator. You're like, oh shit. Hey, yo. Or maybe you do both. Maybe you can do both methods, right? So let's just say, I'm just giving you guys an idea of, like, again, different things you could do. Of course, people would obviously go the much faster method, right? People would just go like, okay, what's the optimal way so I can go straight to floor 2? Whatever. Understandable, right? But I'm just saying there is that incentive there for you to do it in the end, right? As I said before, if you look at the shit, difficulty up equals loot up. And with loot up, with more loot, you can provide more incentives. And with more incentives, you can provide different paths and have different gameplay options, in my opinion. Let me turn this down because it's up in my ear. Right? Does that make sense? So, right, it's like, oh, okay, so let's just say you only do one of the generators, right? You talk to Ignition Union, you get the regular dialogue. But what if, right? What if you do the generator? Let's just say there's like a complete other option. Let's just say we do the path where we go above the wall instead of doing the wall, or instead of doing the door. You go above the wall, all right, you do that path. You do the Bone Keeper generator, and then you get the backup generator. And you bring the backup generator to the Ignition Unit instead of using it to, like, open up the fucking, whatever it's called. Instead of opening up the ice cave, right? You go, but the parasites counter all this. I mean, that's why you got to keep track of the parasites, bro. You go up. I mean, they have Pathfinder's Respite for a reason. This is like, in my opinion, that's what, you know what I'm saying? So let's just say you get both generators, right? As I was saying before I lose track. You get both of them. Perhaps there could be another special sort of reward. You see what I'm saying, right? Maybe you'll get like, hey, yo, hey, man, you give us a backup generator. Man, you for us, bro. First off, you get higher rep with Ignition Union. You get unique dialogue for helping the homies, you know what I'm saying, right? And be like, hey, yo, hey, take this note up to my nigga up there, bro. See what he give you. And there, you see what I'm saying, right? It's like, oh shoot. So now you have like ignition union captain note, right? And you can give it, you can take it up to the homie above. You know what I'm saying? In that giant ass drill tower, right? Giant ass drill tower, right? And you go talk to the captain above. Maybe he gives you a special chest with ignition union stuff, which could include rail blade, right? Just an easy example. Or some ignition union exclusive loot that you can only get from doing that specific thing, right? Does that make sense? Among Us, okay. Right, so I hope that makes sense. I'm just like spitballing random ideas. And then from there, right? Let's just say you have the other paths, the other options, right? Where, you know what I'm saying, you can do the regular cave route, and then do Mauve Etheron, and then you can do the puzzle method, right? And then, as a third option, like I said before, you can do the Mauve Etheron, but rarely that shit will collapse. So you have to go back and do the puzzle route, which will be like a little bit different than just straight up doing the puzzle route, right? So like I said before, let's just say always AFK was speedrunning. You know the Dream speedrun music? He's like 12 minutes in, boom, it collapses. Shit collapsed. But now he has to go back. But maybe the collapse of the Mauve Etheron might have opened up a secret hidden part of the cavern. Wait, oh, like, you know how like the rumbling of like it might have knocked a few things down, right? So, is you chatting? No, I'm literally just spitting right now. I'm literally spitting. Let me cook. So people are like, what, Agamotto? This would just make it way more tedious for people who want to go bubble, right? Like, why would they allow it to close? Well, first off, I think even without any like clear incentive, I think this would just be cool as fuck to see it closed off, and you have to all of a sudden deal with the bounders. Sounds like something that would happen in Floor 2, right? Floor 2 is supposed to be tough. But if they really want to, right, maybe like in the cave, in the caverns, which people don't really like go through anymore to explore, they just run past it, there's like a little secret hidden compartment that has just been opened up. So like it was like this before, and then whenever this third potential path where everything caved in, bam, it opened up. And now look at this. Now you can go in and maybe etc. happens within there. There's a little secret thing up in there, right? Maybe they can put some artifact chests in there. Maybe they can put something new in there. I don't know. But y'all get my point, right? The idea is to offer, basically, for those who are like, what is he talking about? Who let him cook? For those who can't comprehend, right? The idea is to introduce different paths for different gameplay options to make it more unique and interesting. And, at the same time, when doing that, offering different incentives to do the paths that, even if it may not be as optimal in terms of time, it could be optimal in terms of reward, right? I mean, think about people. I mean, people don't really do Gale Wax as much because you have to pick the enchant thing, really. But it's like the Gale Wax, for example. It's literally like the Gale Wax, you know? Like, if I had included, you also have the Gale Wax path. It's just more shit like that. And they don't have to make it to where, like, it's literally, like, something you... Like, the Gale Wax has nothing to do with you escaping. Where, like, the paths of you... Like, you having to escape could do with the other rewards that are incentivized, right? So, let's just say... Getting used on to nothing, then yeah, my nigga, you cannot comprehend shit, bro. Go back to school, my nigga. You wasn't listening then. You was not listening to the class. Because it's pretty easy to care what I'm, you know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't even that difficult to understand, my nigga. It's not that difficult to understand. I don't know what to tell you. Is it just so that the entire point though is just that instead of it being this, so it's just one linear, straightforward path for the most part. That's not very interesting. It can be more like this, which I think is way more interesting and can provide for much interesting more gameplay. Maybe, I don't know. I'm just giving my ideas as to why I think layer 2, floor 1 could be at least a lot better. Floor 2, they can keep that linear if they really want to. They can keep it one path. But as a whole, the idea is just that it's not really it's just more interesting. That's all I care about. That's all I really care about. I just want it to be more difficult and not just straight up like, hey guys, we made the Bone Keeper have more health and more damage. More difficult as in more difficult in what you can occur and what you can encounter, right? They don't even have to really make Chaser that much more difficult because like some people actually like. I kind of agree with Super. It's kind of cool that you can defeat him as a freshie, right? And you can solve those freshie runs. I just think what you do encounter in layer 2 should be a little bit more forced, because if you look at every single player right now who's doing floor 1, they're all running past it. It's like a waste. Like, you just run past, like literally, like, think about what do people like actually spend time on? Maybe Gale Wax, maybe not even that much anymore because pick an enchant and floor 2, right? But there's the Gale Wax, and then everything else is just ran past. You have people doing like sub 4-minute runs, whereas this.
At first I thought you were off the Tsar, but I'm starting to see what you're cooking up.
Thank you, my friend. Thanks for the 1. Right. So as you can see, right, yeah, this as a whole just kind of explains my incentive. And even if they can't do like different branching paths, maybe they don't want to do that. Maybe if they want to keep it like this, right, where it is kind of straightforward, the least they could do is just make it to where like at least like at the Mauve Etheron, right? Like if I look at the always AFK footage, right? Always.
Hey guys, I'm always AFK, and I've got another spirit. And still have match chunky me, especially this outclaim.
Right. Instead of it like literally look.
Cost for the bouncer spawning in here though.
Instead of it being like the bounders are always in those 2 spots, it could even be like the bounders have a chance to just like a random spot within. Instead of it being
go back to that sitting position, it makes me very elated.
Thanks for the 2. Thanks for the 1. As I was saying, right, the 2 bounders, like instead of having them face the same fucking like why are these niggas facing each other, they can maybe have one facing over here like towards this way, one in the back, like 2 in the back maybe facing this way, and then like it could even be like the simplest of things. Yo, Rom, you want to hop in VC, bro? I was giving like an explanation on how I think they could at least make floor 1 have a little bit more variety, instead of it just being bounders have more health, bounders do more damage. Even though I do think bounder could get a little bit more of a rework to make it just something you can't really as easily run past. Okay, yeah, my Discord's lagging out. I love the Deepwoken Discord, man. Fuck off. Come on, react to Adolf Hitler versus Darth Vader rap battle. I'll take a look at that stuff in just a few, my brother. Yo,
what's up?
Is that the new profile picture?
Hell yes, Goku with the gold hair.
I see. Well, what do you think about the ideas I drafted up on stream? Basically, if you take a look, bruh, this right here is layer floor 1 at least currently, very linear, and the only like the variety you have to do is like if you want to do the puzzle path or do the Mauve Etheron path, and there's like no one ever does the puzzle path because it's just slower and there's like no other incentive to do it. All right. Or there's nothing causing you to, there's nothing like forcing you to go the, you know what I'm saying, the Mauve Etheron path, or forcing you to go the puzzle path, right? Like I brought up an idea earlier where like, let's just say someone was going through the Mauve Etheron, that shit collapsed on top of them, right? And now they have to go back to the other method. And to make it, I guess, less tedious, they can even do something where like, if they're going back, right, going back to the cave, perhaps there's like a new part of the cave that was secretly unlocked, right? For them to go through, right? So it's like, okay, instead of it just being I got the bad RNG where I have to go and do the longer path, right? Maybe there could be some like more incentives for people actually wanting that to happen. They're like, oh shoot, wait, now it's open, now we can go, blah blah blah, right? For the more experienced people.
Okay. I mean, since it's a cave, if like the Bounder Nest area falls in, they could just make it so the cave also falls in, right? So you go back, and it's not like you have to do the whole puzzle of getting to the 3rd floor. It could be that the cave just caved in, and now you just go full straight to the 3rd floor.
That it could be that as well. It's just yeah. I'm just trying to tell chat that's like it's more just a general idea of I just want one without it all being the same, or like the game forcing me to have to go another path that is like somewhat interesting and somewhat difficult. But I did say though that if they do increase the difficulty, they have to scale the loot with it, right? There has to be better loot rewards, because if they keep the same loot, it's just going to be more tedious because people are just going to want to get to the medallions faster, or like the Railblade Grand, whatever, right?
True. They should also take out the bad loot. You know,
Yes.
I'm tired of seeing gilded knives in floor 1 and floor 2. I'm tired of seeing Inquisitor's Fawn in floor 1 and 2.
Right.
Why are we getting early to mid-game weapons in an end-game activity? We don't need those.
I guess for also the loot, making the equipment somewhat better to deal with, and then having a whatchamacallit, having like I think I haven't even touched floor 2 yet, but I think floor 2 exclusive equipment, because like all the floor 1 equipment as well, you can just find in the overworld too in certain spots and the depths.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, and even then it's not the stats are not that great. I think they could really do with more interesting stats, like for example 3% more physical, and then like a talent that is only exclusive to that equipment, right?
Yeah, I think the reason they didn't make the floor 1 and 2 loot like strong for equipment is because the reason you said it's available on the surface, right? So like they can't have stronger stuff than the depths on the surface. So if they had equipment that's exclusively in floor 1 and 2, maybe they could make it stronger than the depths. But at the moment, there's nothing that's exclusive,
Right.
apart from the bone weapons. Because clearly, anything exclusive to floor 1, 2, they did make it strong. Like the bone weapons were exclusive, and they made it strong.
Very strong.
Yeah, so it's like hopefully we get some exclusive armors, not just the iron singer plate, 'cause I don't think you can get that on the surface.
I mean, hopefully they give it like a little bit of maybe a little bit more of a buff. I think would be nice.
Yeah, I think the iron singer is the only one you can't get on the surface, and it's like it's still worse than a than a starduster.
Yeah, usually worse than a Starduster. Yeah. I don't know. I guess what else do you think they could do though to like add to the floor 1 experience of making it somewhat difficult and more interesting?
Changing the routes is fun. The only thing I could say, if they don't want to make it so the routes randomly get changed, at least give a reward for going for the longer routes. I don't know, like give like a small chest or like an enchant chest or something for going like the longer route, or like, you know, they made this whole massive like podium, this whole stadium in the distance of the whole map. You gotta go through the fog and everything. It looks amazing, and it's just the back door of Chaser. Like, what's happening?
Right. Yeah.
You know? Why can't the bottom floor, instead of that being to fight Chaser, that door takes you straight to floor 2? Like, come on now.
That would
So
be
you've
clean
got-
too.
You've got a way to ignore Chaser, just go straight to floor 2. Ain't got to bother wasting your time with his little blood vials to get like 2 bone weapons and 2 gems. You know, I want to go straight to floor 2.
I agree with that. I also think they should add back the option at Claris. In testing, there used to be an option, or for testing that was, where you could say, send me to hell, and it would just send you like straight to floor 2. They need something like that as well, if they're going to keep like floor 1 like tedious.
Yeah, true. Because at the moment, I think floor 1's just kind of, it's just there to like ruin your light hook, right? I feel like it's just there to lower it. Like, just send me to floor 2 with no light hook. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, like whatever. I don't know. I'll even if it has like some like requirement, even if it's like, oh well, I'm gonna need some of that medallion power, as long as there's like some sort of skip, because like if it's like a 3 medallion cost, I can just get like 30 more in floor 2, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like something, right? Anything like that, I don't care. I just want them to add that too. If they keep floor 1, like there's no really option to like go through it faster, making it more unique. So yeah. But I'm sure Archmage might consider something like that. You never know.
Maybe. It'd be nice if they made it a little bit different, because after doing a few hundred floor 1 runs, it gets very boring. You find pretty much all of like the little areas you can skip, all the areas you can jump. You've kind of found it all now. It's like, need something new. Speaking of new, I did find something new on floor 2, which I'm not gonna say, but I'll make a video on it tomorrow.
Oh, is it like the thing or whatever that we were talking about?
Oh, what, the NPC?
Yeah, like the fucking.
No, I still haven't found it. I'm trying to find it.
Is this like new thing like crazy, or is it like lore?
It gives you 10 medallions.
What? Whoa! Wait, that's crazy.
Yeah, it gives you medallions for doing it. So I didn't know it existed till someone brought it to my attention. So it's like a little puzzle. I didn't know this puzzle existed on floor 2. So
wait, that's cool. That's actually crazy. Is it like, can multiple people do it?
Yeah, multiple people can do it.
Wait, that's multiple that's crazy then.
Oh, sorry about the background noise. Otherwise the bike going out like 7 in the morning.
You good? Wait, that's crazy.
But, you kind of need like a PvE build for it.
Oh, for the little puzzle part.
Yeah, the puzzle spawns the Chris gods.
Oh shit. Oh, that's cool. Wait, that's interesting. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, but it's really fun. It's different. It's different. It's not like it spawns like a chest either. It just drops the medallions. Like you can just pick them up.
Wait, that's.
Which I think is cool.
That's cool. Wait, what?
Yeah. It just drops them. So you ain't got to go in a chest and just see little icons. You know, UI. It actually drops physical medallions you can just pick up.
Wait,
I think that's cool.
That's super cool. Wait, oh my goodness.
But you know, it's because there isn't really anything else like that. You know, there ain't like a mob you can kill that will just drop like a sword into the ground or something. It kind of has a little icon and shit. I think actually seeing the actual weapon get lunged somewhere is pretty cool. Or like seeing the items get put somewhere instead of seeing a little flashy white icon. Like that's boring.
Boy, that's actually really cool. I'm not gonna lie. They need some more. They need some like shit like that in floor 1, I think, as well.
Yeah, they need some stuff like that. They have the room for it. They definitely have like the room and resources to make.
And I'm sure if they want to like build like more like snow islands, I mean, they got talent. They could probably build
Definitely.
Like it's just kind of snow. I was thinking like, what if there's like a little challenge area, right? Like a little challenge area in floor 1 where you can like fight like a bunch of stuff, right? And then get like medallions out of it. Like cool,
yeah.
But not too much where it's like, oh, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like it is a challenge.
So on floor 1, I think the puzzles, like the hidden areas you have. So you have the Galwax. That's one. You have, if you kill the Bounder Nest, so if you beat the Bounder Nest, you can kind of cheese it. The Bounder Nest. All you got to do is run to the end of the Bounder Nest, walk back, and only kill 3 of the Bounders. You'll get a massive chest.
Oh, and the Maw of Etheron part.
Yeah, like the Bounder Nest area. Yeah, the Maw of Etheron. If you kill like where like the 8 Bounders spawn, you just gotta make like, a few of them despawn and just kill the rest, and then you get a massive chest. You've also got the 2 Bone Keepers. If you kill those, you get 2 enchant chests and a massive chest.
Right.
So they do have like the little areas, but I think they could definitely do more. There's enough room for more. You know, maybe that could be a floor 1 thing as well. You know, that one area under the map, you know, instead of taking it to floor 2, maybe it takes you to an area full of fucking bone keepers, like 4 of them. Bit suicidal if you go in there, but
right.
You manage to kill 4 of them, you get like heavily rewarded, you know, with your medallions. You ain't got to go to floor 2 for 10 medallions, you know.
Alright.
Just got to kill 4 bone keepers, so that's a bit of a...
I wish there was like 1 or 2 more monsters, so it's not just like a bunch of Bounders, bunch of Bone Keepers, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bunch of carbuncles.
Yeah.
Press
Right.
G.
I'm saying they need like, I was saying earlier, like a white owl, like where it's like some of its attacks can like add the parasites on you, like on some like.
That'd be scary.
That would be pretty scary. Always AFK said earlier. He said like. The puzzle secret in floor 1, if they add it, it should take you to floor 2. It should put you somewhere different than the normal floor 2 spawn. Yeah, that'd be interesting. But then you have to like go all the way back up to. You have to go all the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
You
might
have to go all the way back.
So how about that? Yeah. Maybe it could be like it spawns you at the top, and you can like slide down to the spawn. Like.
True.
All right.
Pretty cool, actually. Also, AFK said maybe a secret boss would be cool in like the one area. Because alright, that one area looks so much better for the entrance to a boss than just going through his door. Like, I don't know what they be doing.
Wait, what area are you talking about?
You know, you got to do the puzzle on the 3rd floor of the Furfire Cave. Like going for that area, it generally looks like, I'm sure everyone's read Berserk here. I don't know what it's called, but where Guts goes, it's a very bad scene. What happens in that scene, but where he's in that one area, if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh.
And it's got the hand. It's like the massive hand. It generally looks like that area. I don't know what it's called, but I don't want to say what the scene is because it's a bad scene. Yeah, is it the Eclipse?
I know.
Is
I
it
think
called
I
the
know
Eclipse?
about,
Yeah, but it looks like that area because it has like the little it has little effects on like each finger, and it has the same effect on the in the Furfire Cave. It generally looks like that area. So they've got this really cool area just for it to be the same shit. It's like wasted potential.
Yeah.
Add the cover uncle. It's confining. Did you mean the God Hand? Is it the God Hand? I don't know what it's called. Let me look it up. It's gonna bug me. So. Oh yeah, it's the Eclipse. Yeah, it's right after the Eclipse. But yeah, you've got like the God Hand type of thing, because it looks like a hand when you go there. Jesus, that character is ugly.
You blazing right now, I'm not gonna lie. I carried the motherfucking, like the Green Knight. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the Green Knight. I need to get that new spear, man. That's busted.
Yeah, the new spear is really good now.
Like by far the best spear in the game.
Spear is getting some love.
Yep, let spear eat, I said.
Fine, Bone Keeper. What do you think of the Bone Keeper?
I mean, he a cool guy, but I don't know. I think I'd be maybe because of the damage. I don't know. I'm trying to think.
I think we were misled with the trailer with the Bone Keeper. I'll be real. We're misled.
Misled, like we were thinking he was gonna be like crazy.
Because in the trailer it shows him gap closing with his jump move, but actually his gap close, the jump move, isn't actually a gap closing move. It's a combo extended move from his tri hit. It doesn't actually gap close like he actually shows in the trailer. So it's very misleading.
I think they should like add that move back if like someone's like running away and like it jumps right on top of you.
Yeah, like his jump is unparryable and undodgeable if you don't have Ignition Deep Delver. So I think that'd be a great thing to have. Like if you go too far away, what he does, he'll throw a bone at you, and then he'll stamp the ground, and then after he's done those two moves, he's on cooldown, so he'll just slowly walk towards you.
Yeah, exactly.
Or he'll sprint. And it's like, that's very boring. He could just jump towards us if they're both on cooldown. But you know, like the Bounder's got pretty good cooldowns. Like he's always moving that one.
He is always moving. Props, do you think
That's
he
the
moves
point
too
of-
much though? Oh, wait, it's like over here. Like to the point where like,
No.
'cause, like, if he moves in a particular direction, right?
Right.
Or at least it's more about the running attack, I guess. Because he'll like start charging up and it'll just be like no issue. Because like you can just like dip from him.
I think maybe Like how the Mecha, so the Mecha Sharko has 2 kicks. The Mecha Sharko has a kick that's fast, and he also has a kick that's slow. And that always throws me off. So maybe they should give the Bonekeeper, when he goes to charge at you, sometimes he does a faster one, and sometimes he does a slower one. Because obviously they've done it with the Mecha Sharko. Yo, that boy was moving.
Yeah, just man.
0 kilometers.
So though, I think luckily though the devs are hyped to work on the game again, bruh. Like I think they're about to go crazy, and I don't think this time it'll be I theorize that the plan is that they're gonna do like a trial of 1 sized update, right? But like instead of being like trial of 1, you know what I'm saying? Like that like effort will go into like new shits, you know, and hopefully like a little bit more areas, new stuff to like do type stuff, and it being a fair bit harder. And then I think that's when we go back on the long haul, you know, the wait.
True. Give us that little bit of filler content that we can replay, bro. We need it.
Alright, so you're saying like I can just stick in the back, huh? I forgot, like I'm not max power.
Oh wait, what are you trying to do?
Kill the bounders for the chest.
Oh no, go to the other side, not that side. If you run to like the end, the ones at the start will despawn, so you don't have to kill every single one.
Oh.
Yeah. Because the ones at the end, I think they just kind of sit there.
So I gotta fight this homie right here then.
Yeah.
This is gonna be an interesting battle.
You got 3 of them now. Also, if you just hit them all once and then let them run off the map, that still counts as you killing them.
Really? Oh.
Yep. That's why they put the invisible walls for the bone keepers. Because if you just hit them once and they ran off, you'd win. Oh.
I heard someone say verse 2 set up the infrastructure to do bigger updates frequently. That better be correct. Yeah.
Attack on Titan. I do love the animation of when he kills you though.
It's cool.
Does the Bounder, not the Bounder, does the Bonekeeper have an animation for killing you?
I don't think so.
Oh, that's a L.
I think it grabs you, and then it does like the grab move, and then he kills you. So he would just like stand there until then.
Oh, so alright, so if that one grab move is on cooldown, he'll just kind of do everything else.
Yeah, he usually just like stand there waiting, and then do it.
Oh. It's a little boring.
A bit. Now I want to fight them bounders. I think it's kind of fun trying to fight like 2 at once. It's not like they really infinitely ragdoll you. Like there's like one that guy goes to the side. I think it's kind of cool. What else should I get on this build? Do I have enough for 25 charisma? 18, 19, 20. That's 45 points. Yeah, I do. Unban Mr. Panem. This guy right here, he has a Hitler profile picture, bruh. And he keeps asking me to unban him. No, I will not unban you. Any more lore tells like how you told us about the Dread Serpent? No, not exactly. I'm not gonna lie. That's ball. Let me check your DMs. More progress on layer 3 theme. Ooh. Like we're gonna run it with this. The carnal events. It wouldn't be so funny if you didn't have your light hook though. If I didn't have my light hook there, I'd be way more careful. I feel way more intense too, I'm not gonna lie. I'm trying to fight multiple bounders off. Oh, I just realized I don't have armor. Crickets though. It goes hard, I'm not gonna lie. Layer 3 theme. Yeah, anything else that they should maybe do for layer 2 update / revamp? That's kind of it. Oh,
layer 2 revamp.
More medallion rewards.
People might hate me for saying this, a little bit of a controversial thing, but I think Atheron needs to use his moves a little faster. It's a little slow.
Like back to back a little bit more?
Yeah. If he does like the spikes out the ground, he kind of just watches you the whole time. Do anything.
You know what I think he should do as well? I like it. The spikes on the, you know, like, are you talking about the one where like, oh yeah, that move. But I'm talking about, you know, like the one where like the spike rotating thing?
Yeah.
I feel like if they get
where like they kind of like the bone wave.
Yeah, like if they have like 1 or 2 moves like that, where he can like throw that out, and you have to do 2 things at once, that could go crazy. Cause that thing, it'll like that ragdolls you up, doesn't it?
Yeah, and you can't ragdoll cancel it either, which is good.
Yeah, so you get comboed into shit.
Also, I don't understand why. If you get hit with his little bone spikes or the bone wave, why is it you can't ragdoll cancel that? But you can ragdoll cancel when he actually hits you with his like paw or fist. I don't know what the fuck you call his hand. I don't know, his cleave. Like the guy is huge. Why the hell am I ragdoll canceling that? I should be like hit, dazed, like concussed. Like I should be going through it when I get hit by that thing.
Yeah, it is like that's the power of a drone god right there.
Yeah, the slap of a drone god is ragdoll cancelable. Like it is pathetic.
Bro, that little kick is really always getting on my nerves, bro. That little end line.
It also does less damage than his snipers.
And the sniper guys?
Yeah, so the health packs on that floor in Ephron, they do more damage than Ephron actually like meleeing you. Which doesn't make sense to me. Clearly the sniper guys are the actual drown gods.
Like the real like avatar of Etheron, bro.
Yeah, they the real avatars.
Especially at the end, real avatar.
Yeah.
Well, I think besides that though, bruh, I think For floor 2 though, I mean, I think floor 2 is, I don't mind if they keep that like low, more straightforward, I guess. I'm just trying to think, like, cause like for the most part, like I don't even see how they could really. Maybe like the puzzle thing was really cool if they did like something else like that, but I feel like floor 2 is already kind of good to go. Maybe besides like the boss fight, some changes. Oh.
True. Or maybe, hot take, you go into Efron's lair, the sign of Efron's lair, because I know someone's going to go crazy in chat if I say just Efron, because I'm like, no, he's not Efron, he's an avatar, like, right, shut up, I know. But, you go into his lair, you resist the weird particle effects, right? He doesn't show up. He's not there.
He's gone.
He's gone. Vanished. And in return, there's nothing. There's no chest, no nothing. You're like, what's happened? What I gotta do? You turn around, but the door's still shut, and you're like, alright, hold on. I'm getting a little bit of schizo here. No boss, door's shut. Like, what's happening? Is it broken? No. It turns out the stairs are also still there. You go to the top floor. Boom. There is a mob. It could be a rare chance. Just a casual NPC chilling. But guess what? It's Clarice. Right?
It's Clarice.
And you figure out Clarice is actually what's that one like guy's name? Chlorofield? I don't know.
It's Chlorophend, yeah.
Chlorophend, and you find out Clarice is actually Chlorophend, and then you fight Chlorophend. Like, bro, come on.
Yeah, but like a boss like that, they gotta save that for layer 3. They gotta save it for layer 3. Or if they add layer 3, like you can like enter, like follow her into layer 3.
For actually, yeah.
Maybe she like sent you down there because she like has beef with Etherun. She doesn't like that nigga. That was him $5.
He's leaking layer 3. And then you figure out, you see Akira down there as well. Akira gets boxed by Clarice, even though I don't think that's gonna happen. I think Akira would beat the fuck out of Clarice. But maybe we see Akira fighting one time in his life.
That would be kind of clean.
Jesus, people really want you to watch this Gilbert video.
Yes, I will watch the Gilbert video, guys.
No, don't be weird. Just because Clarice has the name Mother in their name, bro, like, you ain't gotta be weird about it.
Yeah,
no oddball activity.
Oddball. See, why did... Bro, I gotta remember that.
Oh yeah, the hitbox stays when it's like runs in place. It's like
kind of annoying, because then you have to like... Yeah, swing buttons and get to your optimum ones.
I'll be real, if you got two of them fighting you, I just hit them both, make sure you hit them, and just let one run off the map.
Yeah, but it's about it's about the experience,
Yeah, bro.
It's about the battle.
HP.
The battle. The love for battle. You never had that wrong?
Nah, the cheese is there until it gets fixed. You cheese until the battle's fixed.
Yeah, we gotta heal up. We gotta heal up.
Bro. No.
A bit of trolling.
You healed up at the wrong time.
A bit of trolling. I ain't gonna lie. A bit of trolling.
How does Chaser have boiling blood? If you think about it, layer 2 does not have anything that includes heatness or fire.
Did that strength increase save you? It did not. It did not.
That could just be Chaser. That could just be his, his attunement, I guess. Attunement? Could be his power. Boiling blood. I think, little fraction of my mind right here. You look at Chaser's face, right? Guy's got all weird markings on his eyes. Like, I think he's corrupted by a Theron. So we're not actually fighting actual Chaser. we're fighting Chaser corrupted by a Theron. Because either that guy hasn't slept in like 22 days, or that guy be corrupted. He has like 10 bells. No, that guy's just a thief. He's like weird. He's like Hannibal Lecter when it comes to like bells, bro. He be stealing other people's bells. He can't even use them. I don't know why he's stealing them. Man's got trophies on his hips.
True. Speed mission.
His eyes is his oath. Could be his oath, but I know like the marks around his eyes. I mean like the marks like on his eyes, like actually on his eyes. Hold on, let me get a picture. I have a picture somewhere. Like if you look at his eyes are like pitch black, but you can see hints of red in it, in his eyes. So that boy be like, that boy is damned. That boy is going through it.
Alright, well then. I think other than that though, does that include all of my... I think I was going to make a point earlier on like why they could afford to make things more difficult too, because... Right, yeah. I forgot I didn't do this. Yeah, old progression, just to quickly go through this. Old progression had luck you had to worry about. Enchants were really hard to get. Progression was slow as hell. And lots of people gripped you. You know, a lot of people complained about that too. So you had all these things in old progression that made it annoying. With new progression, it is no luck. So no luck, which is I mean, I don't know why I did that. I was supposed to do upside. No luck, right? You got much faster progression, way faster progression. What else? Not really much PvP incentive at all, really. So you don't really see as many people fighting this chime that exists. And as a whole, enchants are very, very, very easy to get, including gems too. So even though people are like, oh, like, bro, man, don't make layer 2 harder, because, well, I mean, even for people who don't have as much time, they did make it a lot faster. So if anything, like one Saturday, like 2 to 3 hours on a Saturday can like get you a solid build. You know, so like, I don't know. That's all I really have to say about that, bro. Because I know there's like some people are like, well, what about the people who can't? But it's not like they haven't made it a lot faster to like get into the swing of things, right? Yeah. So, and was that my final point? Yeah. So I think that concludes pretty much everything, for the most part. You know, we have to conclude. We have our ideas for the 4 monsters, you know what I'm saying? They can mix and match these in different spots. They need to put them in a few different locations so it's not the same thing at every single spot, right? Maybe mix up where the boundaries can spawn, right? Maybe where the carbuncles spawn. Maybe what spawns. Maybe you can sometimes have a bone keeper in place of a bounder, or a bounder in place of a bone keeper, or multiple bounders in some spots, etc., right? I would really love like a white owl, or like some sort of breather dusk, hive, some breather sort of diver husk NPC, where instead of like it being a diver with the fucking carbuncle, it's like the diver infected with like a bunch of parasites, and it's like lungs, or like it's like a Weezer from Dead Space, or like it like breathes and explodes into parasites or whatever. But that's regardless. That's just like some like random ideas. The real stuff is increasing the difficulty so that the loot, or increasing loot and making that better so that difficulty can also be increased without it feeling more tedious. They both can raise at the same time. Making it less of a linear thing, right? And making it more of a different paths option where you can do different sorts of stuff. And just pointing out that even with it being harder, there are still other things you can do. Like, it's not like the average player has to be farming like layer 2, right? But even then, even if like an average player does die, many things are a lot faster. And I think You're gonna say something?
I was gonna say I had a small little brainwave while you were talking. This is to do with floor 1. 'Cause I know you'll be liking that. You know how Claris was sending all of their divers to floor 1? Why not have it so that we can save some of the divers? Think about it. Some of the divers aren't all dead yet. Some are still alive, fighting. You know, you might see them fighting a bounder, right?
That'd be cool.
You kill the bounder, and then you can take the diver to the drill. And then, like, I don't know, maybe Claris gives you a medallion for saving one diver.
That's valid. That's really good.
Come on, it could be a medallion per, you know, diver you save. Come on. I just thrown out there, like why is everyone dead? Why can you
exactly.
never save someone? I want to save someone.
Right, yeah, like, that's a great idea. That's a great idea. Could be a random event like Adret versus Hive Mech, except it's divers versus bounders. Yeah, they could even throw an Ignition Union in there too if you want to, like, I don't know, do some stuff for Ignition Union too. Because there's also, like, no Ignition Union husks or, like, Ignition Union carbuncles. But the guy in the base describes how, like, everybody in the base is dead, so they could definitely do that for the Ignition Union too. So.
Real. Also, there's no light weapon, black divers in Castle Light. Just thought I'd point this out.
Yeah, there
it's
isn't. Yeah.
Bit discriminating. Just saying.
Let me look at this. Watch the Gilbert video. Fine, we will watch the Gilbert video now. We'll take a look. Deepwoken personality quiz. Here we are.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Gilbert here. I'm back from my very, very long break off of Deepwoken YouTube, and I'm back with this video. You probably read the title, so you kind of have an idea of what this is coming into this video. And, you know, over these past couple weeks of just playing Deepwoken, I've noticed that a large portion of the community is actually split on where they stand with some of the current game mechanics and things that are being added to the game, like Contractor and Grand Sudaruska. So, where all great ideas were born on the toilet, I was thinking to myself, what if I made a Deepwoken quiz? So, today I have a Deepwoken morality test that will tell you what kind of Deepwoken player you are. Are you the kind of Deepwoken player that will grip every freshie on sight, wipe people in the depths, plunder and take everything that could rightfully be yours? Or are you more of a passive PvE player who just wants to take their time and enjoy the game? Today, you'll be finding that out through this quiz. The way that the quiz works is that I'm going to give you questions, and you'll have a set amount of time to answer those questions. At the very end of the video, based off the points that you get for answering each question, you will tally up your points and see what kind of Deepwoken player you are. I hope you guys enjoy, and let's get right into this.
Oh, I bet.
Also, before we start, actually, I know some of you Deepwoken players haven't graduated from Deepwoken Academy yet, so I'll be reading off the questions. All right, let's get into it. Question 1. What do you think about Contractor?
I'd say C at the time it was released.
Alright guys, time's up. Stop cheating. I'm going to put the points up on screen, so go ahead and add that to your total points. And stop cheating.
I'm going to bed at 7:30.
I see, bro.
Good night, stream. Alright, see you later, buddy.
I didn't notice you about this.
Question 2. What do you think about Grand Sudaruska?
Wait. I dislike it, but well, I have to pause, bruh, because like none of these are on my options. It should be removed. I dislike it. It's my favorite weapon in the game, and I never use anything else. I want to make a build with it, but I don't want. I guess D. I'm like indifferent. I don't really care.
Alright guys, time is up. Collect your points, and let's get on to the next question.
I'm D.
Question 3. How do you react when you see a player in the depths?
B. I'm usually like that. I don't really care.
Question 4. How do you feel about killing freshies?
B. If they're fucking annoying me, I'll fucking murk them.
Question 5. What do you think about Primadon?
Good gank. If I see someone taking at my Primadon, everyone's coming to farm Primadon. I mean, this is like super old, but yeah, I gank at Primadon sometimes. Sometimes I'm like A and C. I'll just say A though for the sake of the video. That's where I gank sometimes. Or I used to gank.
Question 6. What is hell mode to you?
If I'm in a good amount, yeah, I'm B.
Question 7.
New
What
oath?
is your favorite new oath?
Oh, they don't have Dawnwalker here. They don't have Dawnwalker here. I think Dawnwalker is my favorite. I'll say Star Kindred, sure. I like Star Kindred, it's cool. So like, which oath do you like the most out of this list more so, but yeah. No Jet Striker either.
Question 8. What is your new favorite verse 2
Roblade, I
update
guess.
weapon?
I like Light Tonato, but I don't feel like it's, I mean, it's cool. I like Roblade more though.
Question 9. Where do you level up?
Depths, I suppose. I mean, there isn't no Void Walker spots. These are Aricia is pretty shit. Sonic Figure's not that great, but whatever. Need some more options here, my friend.
Question 10. What are you looking forward to in the next update?
Ooh, these are all good though. I'm not gonna lie, these are all mostly though. Ooh, invading or PvP? Which one would I rather have? I think I'd rather have PvP and Conquest rather than invading layer 2 dungeons. I want Conquest. Conquest goes hard. There's like no PvP.
Alright guys,
I got
Deepwoken
300
quiz
points. I got
is
300
over.
points.
You guys should tally up your points now. If you have it,
300
pause the
points.
video and let's get into it.
Let's see what we get.
If your final score is 100 to 149 points, you are a Gale Breather. Being in the Gale Breather category means that you are more attuned to PvE. You tend to dislike PvP elements of the game, and you generally just don't like wiping or gripping other players. Chances are, if you're a Gale Breather, you hate every other category except for the Flame Charmer category of players. You hate how all the other players are so attuned to the PvP and how they like it so much. You don't understand how they could get joy from gripping and ruining other people's progress. If your final score is
Flame Charmer.
150 to 249 points, you are a Flame Charmer. What this means is that you are more attuned to PvE, but you have a slight interest in the PvP aspects of the game. You are a passive player, but you are willing to participate in the PvP elements. If you're a Flame Charmer, you probably get along with Gale Breathers and Thunder Callers, but the disconnect between you and a Frostjar is as severe as the disconnect between a Gale Breather and a Frostjar. If your final score was between 250 to 349, you are a Thunder Caller.
That's
This
me.
means that you primarily partake in PvP aspects of the game, and you have a slight interest in the PvE elements. Chances are you want to get stuff like Contractor, and you're interested in trying out some of the new legendary
me.
weapons. Usually people in the Gale Breather category will lump you in with the final category, and they generally just hate you. If your final score was in the 350 to 400 range, you are a Frost
Where's like
Rock.
the Shadowcaster
You
though?
are the nemesis of everyone in the game. Even Thunder Callers have a hard time understanding why you do what you do. You grip everyone on sight. And if you're in this category, you're either a PvP demon, an exploiter, or Valakis. With that being
Nah,
said,
in my opinion, he should have done this. This would have been better. This is what he should have said. 350 to whatever it is. Maybe like 330, 320 to like 370 is Frostrar. You gotta be like, you enjoy PvP a lot, but you don't really have much need to do PvE, or you don't really enjoy PvE like that. You're still like pretty, you keep to yourself though, because there's like people who enjoy PvP, but they don't go out their way to kill everybody, right? Should have been like that. And then 370 to 400, you're a Shadowcaster. You just don't like anyone. You just go around gripping everybody. You don't even, you don't like PvE. You might have an interest in PvE. You might not, but you just want to kill everybody. You know what I'm saying? You prioritize PvP. That's some people.
exploiter, or Valakis.
Give it a like.
With that being said, thank you guys for
Good
making
call.
it to the end of the
Good
video
luck with you.
and watching. Let me know what category you ended up getting for this quiz. And for my subscribers, if you guys like this type of content, let me know in the comments section. Just let me know if you would rather just see guides or just see entertaining content, or maybe you want a mixture of both. But either way, have a good day and see you.
Epic rap battles of history! Darth Vader versus Adolf Hitler! Begin!
I am Adolf Hitler, command of the Third Reich. Little known fact, also